I've lost my words there. I literally got a message and then it put me off. Now then, it's Dan Dixon from DanDixonMusic, and welcome to the MastoCast. This is the monoblog podcast hosted by yours truly. Hope you're doing well. If you're listening to this the Friday that it comes out, it's getting cloudy, getting a bit cooler. Still gets bloody hot sometimes. I'm just sat next to the fan. So yeah, I'm just trying to cool down a bit more. Just trying to cool down a little bit more, but it's good. I'm glad it's not like 35 degrees. I'm glad it's not 35 degrees, but at least it's cooling down now, though. I'm happy about that. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely Friday. If you listen to this at the Friday it comes out, and a nice weekend. Have we actually got any rain forecast? Because it hasn't rained in days. Wouldn't mind it like a little bit. Like, look at all the grass verges outside. Dry to fuck. So, it would be nice just to have a little bit of rain. Like, come on. Like, yeah, give us a little bit of a... Oh, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, coming up. Looks like we're going to get a bit of rain. A little bit of rain. But, like, we're still maintaining that mid-20 degrees temperature. So there's your weather report coming from me. I mean, that's based in Darlow. It might be different to where you're at. But yeah, thanks anyone who listened to the previous episode with me and Haley. We talked all things My Chemical Romance live at Wembley, and a little bit about like just My Chemical Romance in general, and how Haley got into them when she was a young wee emo kid, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was a great podcast, and I'm very, very thankful that she came on and talked all things My Chem with us. So yeah, that's a good one. If you haven't listened to that, do give it a listen. For those who had listened to it, do appreciate you. And yeah, it was good fun. It was really good fun. And now it's because last weekend was just such a busy weekend in general, like with the wedding that we went to in Howarth, and obviously the gig and all of the travelling and stuff like that. Been around Hartlepool, dropping off like wedding invites. It's just been nice to have a bit of a chill weekend off, really. I mean, I didn't do much. I did overtime yesterday, but I was literally there for like 4 hours for some course, and that was it. And yeah, that's basically been it. Not done a lot. Watched a lot of From, if you are familiar with that. It's like it's really, really cool drama, like got recommended by my mum and dad. I don't know what it was originally aired on, because we're watching it on some platform that's free, shall we say. So we've been watching it on that, and it's really bloody good. Like, we've smashed like a season, and we're already on season 2, and like the first season had like 10 episodes on. So like From's like really, really good. And I believe there's like I think it's up to season 4 now. It's really, really cool, really disturbing in places. Like, they all get trapped in like this weird ass town, and there's loads of these weird like slasher people, like kind of like vampires, but they're not. Like, who come out at night, and they gotta wait in the houses like at night, basically, to get away with them. But they're just really weird, really sinister, always smiling, very, very weird. But it's yeah, it's really, really good. It's really, really, really good so far. Pretty enjoying that. So, but yeah, we've literally just done that. We've literally just done that and just chilled. So it's been lovely not doing anything really, to be honest. No driving about, nothing like that. Been going to the gym, all that sort of stuff. Been playing some games. Been yeah, I mean, obviously back at work and stuff like that as well. Yeah, just not a lot really, not a lot. So it's been nice. It's been nice. So been playing some video games. But been playing a lot of GTA 5 again. Which I'm just absolutely loving. I'm about 32 hours into that now, and just love it still. Where am I at? I'm at the point now, like, I mean, if you've never played GTA 5 before, you can feel free to fast forward, but, like, I mean, it's been out for, like, 13 years now. But, like, I'm at the point, like, where basically Trevor's just, like, falling out with Michael, he's find the grave and all that sort of stuff, and he's set, like, this weird Chinese mafia onto him and all that sort of stuff. It's so good. It's just so good, and it's so funny as well. Like, just the whole humor of it is just brilliant. So I've decided to have a little bit of a break from it, just to try some new stuff out. Like yesterday, I got the GameCube controller out for the Switch 2, and decided to just go on the GameCube NSO service that's available for the Switch 2, and just thought, I'll see what GameCube games are on there that I haven't played. So I decided to play a game called Chibi Robo, which I believe, like, the original disc, like, if you were to buy the original disc for the GameCube, like, you'd be paying, like, 100 quid, something like that. Like, if I have a look now on eBay, like, bloody hell, like, wow, way more than that, bloody hell, like, this game, Chibi Robo for the GameCube, like, that, £240, £230, £198. Friggin' out, there's a factory sealed copy here on eBay for £873. Fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, so this game's worth a lot, but it's on Nintendo NSO, so I don't have to pay a fucking thing. I mean, it's emulated and all that, but I'd rather just do that. So, yeah, I played a little bit of that, like, only for about half an hour the other day. It was just yesterday, just before I went to the gym and met with Haley. So, like, I just thought, like, I'll squeeze a bit of a game in. And this game is just so fucking funny. Like, you play as, like, this little robot toy that you get gifted to this, I think she's, like, 9 years old, something like that. Maybe younger, like 8 or 9 years old girl, and like she's like, it's her birthday, and she's got like this weird frog, like mask on. It's kind of like you know, like one of those like hats that you wear, and it's got like flaps at the side and it wraps around under your chin, something like that, but it's frog like. And it's just so funny because you just genuinely think she's a frog. Like, there's no like dialogue, there's no like voice acting or anything, so it's all like subtitled, and like all the noises that they make is like, and then like this little girl just goes ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Like, she doesn't say anything else. She just ribbit, ribbit, and like she gets given this hat off her mum for her birthday. She takes it off and she starts crying. And Mum's like, why are you taking that off? You're going to have to fucking learn that you're not a frog. Stop with this frog thing. And she's like, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And then she gets Chibi Robo, the little robot, for her birthday. And she's like, yay, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. So, and like, essentially you got to play as this robot. And you got to earn these happy points by help serving this family. Just by like tidying up around the house and stuff like that, like picking up litter off the floor and all this weird stuff. So yeah, it's so funny. It's a funny, weird ass game. Yeah, so I'll probably give it some more play time. Like I say, I've literally only played it for like half an hour, something like that. But yeah, I just had a good laugh at it for a little bit, you know. But I've just started playing Pragmata, which came out a few months ago. I think it was around about April it came out. Of course, this game was like delayed for quite a while. I believe it, like the trailer came out for it like during the PS5's launch, and it's just not showed up for a while, and then finally came up. Heard a lot of good things about it. Good reviews all over. I thought it looked quite cool, quite interesting. Decided to get it, and you know, it's not expensive game by all means out there. Like, it's came out like I think it came out at like 50 quid originally, but I managed to get it like way cheaper, which is good. Physical media in it. So yeah, this game is really bloody good so far. I've only played about 2 hours of it so far today, and I'm really enjoying it. It's another Capcom game. You know, I'm a fan of Capcom, Resident Evil, and all that. Dino Crisis. Hint, hint, Capcom. Please remake that. So yeah, Pragmata. Like, I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I really wanted to play it for a long, long time. And you know, I could do with a bit of a break from GTA 5, and yeah, this game is just really, really cool. It looks good. And I love like this whole mechanic where you hack into all these robots and stuff like that, and like you hack into the servers, and then like it opens up the weak points. I don't know many other game that's like that really. I think that's quite a cool feature, something different, and it gives you like a sense of urgency. Like you got to get this little hacking thing done to expose weak points before they come get you. I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, like I said, I've played about 2 hours of it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And it looks like it's going to be a short game as well. I don't think it's a big one. I mean, I've only been playing for 2 hours, and like according to my PlayStation, it already thinks I'm 28% through completion of the story. So you know, I like me a short game. I love me a short game. So I'm well in on that. So yeah, cool characters so far. Cool. Cool little action shooting, hacking, all this sort of stuff. Really enjoying that part. So obviously, when I finish it, I will report back on it. Might be next week. To be fair, might get it done. Because like I say, it's a short game, and yeah, hopefully we'll get through it pretty damn quick. But yeah, that's basically all I've been doing gaming wise. Been getting some sort of music stuff that's been going on really. Napalm Death have been featured on Tiny Desk's music concert thing. The NPR Tiny Desk music YouTube channel, which is very, very popular. The channel that features loads and loads of artists of many, many genres, featuring people like Tyler the Creator. Of course, we had that Turnstile one last year, which was really good. Or was it early this year? I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them that spring to mind, like Tyler the Creator has been on there. Like that's one really like Turnstile one, which I mentioned. There's a Nile Rodgers and Chic one, which is really good. Action Bronson, like they're really good. Who else has done it? Like even Taylor Swift's done it. But one genre that didn't fucking feature at all before was grindcore, and yeah, Napalm Death on NPR Tiny Desk concert, and it's so funny and surreal to see that happen, because obviously Napalm Death are like a grindcore band, and usually when a band or artist goes on the Tiny Desk concerts thing, that they usually do like a more like a stripped back set, or like unplugged or anything like that, just to sort of make up for like the nice little intimate surroundings that they play in. Not in Napalm Death's case though, as they literally have a full double bass drum kit in there, guitar and bass into an amp, and Barney Greenway with his microphone on a stand, jumping and skanking it all over the place. Like it's a full on Napalm Death concert on NPR Tiny Desk, and like this is actually like popped off quite a bit. This has been up for like a week so far, and like it's already reached like 1.3 million views, which is so funny, because I don't think Napalm Death ever achieve that when they release any new music or anything like that. Nothing against them. Like Napalm Death are like obviously a fantastic band, but You know, they're not like Turnstile Massive or anything like that, or Taylor Swift, like the past guests that they've had on NPR. So it was just so funny to see. Like it's an 19-minute long session, and during those 19 minutes, they managed to play, is it, yeah, 8 songs in total. Like that's including the 4-second epic that is You Suffer. But yeah, I watched it on my break at work, because I just sat down and put my AirPods in, and I was just like browsing, and I saw that and I was like, what? Napalm Death on NPR? That's nuts. And yeah, it was just so fun to watch. Like, it was great. Like, in this like light setting in an office, and like just seeing them fucking blast away these fucking grindcore songs. Yeah, it's so funny, but it's a good watch though. I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. Napalm Death on Tiny Desk Concert. But yeah, watch them go fucking crazy. Play loads of short grindcore tracks and all that sort of stuff. Excuse me, I am. Looks like the Gallows are getting back together. That's good, isn't it? Probably with Frank Carter, by the looks of it. They've done the classic thing of, you know, wiping out the social media, telling the profile photo black, all that sort of nonsense. Like, oh well, yeah, that must mean they're up to something. 9 times out of 10, that's what it usually means. Either that, or band has decided to call it a day or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, it's when a band has got something in the works or something like that. Like, ooh, what could they possibly be up to? And of course, there's like a link for like a mailing list from the Gallows. So to get told you know, what's going to be happening as soon as we be one of the first to know. But from what a lot of people are kind of speculating, really, is Frank Carter coming back to the Gallows. Now, that would be really bloody good. I would like that. You know, he's not been in the Gallows for such a long time. They had Wade in for a few albums. The last album with Frank Carter, Great Britain, fucking spectacular album. It was really, really good. So yeah, it would be really, really good to see Frank Carter back in there. I mean, I think you know, Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes are still on like a hiatus or whatever. Frank Carter's just been doing Sex Pistols for a little bit, which I would have loved to have seen, to be fair. I think that would be really good. But yeah, I suppose, like, while excuse me, I suppose while Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes is you know, on a bit of a hiatus or whatever, they're probably going to do Gallows. That's what I would have thought. I mean, I can't see why else they would do all this social media thing. I mean, if they do come back, it's, I wonder if they're going to be doing like maybe like a one-off date at like a Brixton or something like that, and play Great Britain in full, or just do the Frank Carter material. Potentially, what I would like to see, maybe Outbreak Festival or 2000 Trees, maybe have them as well. Yeah, one of those. I wonder what happens with that. Well, it'll be really, really cool either way, because yeah, I've always got a lot of time for Frank Carter. I think he's really cool, and it'll be really cool to see Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. It'll be class. So yeah. Excuse me. Fucking hell, I'm bloody tired all of a sudden. So yeah, Frank Carter, hopefully back with the Gallows. Hopefully back. Keep our fingers crossed. So yeah, that's sort of it, really, in regards to like music news. Really, I'll tell you about a few albums that I've been listening to as of recent, starting with one of the most anticipated ones of the year for me. Let me just take a sip of my Diet Cola. Ah, delicious. So, Loathe are back with their brand new album, A Stranger to You. The first album in 6 years, I believe. When did that album come out? I let it in, and it took everything that came out in 2020. I think that was like the album that kind of, shut them off into like the stratosphere, so to speak. I know they've got an album called Cold Sun out as well as Prepare, Consume, Proceed. To be honest, no, I've not really listened to. Same with Cold Sun, really. But I loved I Let It In. It took everything, like, when it came out. I thought it was a great album, and it grew on me quite a lot, like, over the course of its release. But literally, ever since that album came out, they just toured and toured and toured. And I imagine, like, it's just been a case of touring and writing this album. They must have just done that for the whole 6 years or something like that. Like, it was just insane. They did release like a remix, or maybe not a remix, like a reimagined version of I Let It In, and that came out in 2021, which was called The Things I Believe, all like reimagined songs from that album. But from seeing them after this album coming out, like, I started seeing them obviously post-pandemic. I think the first time I saw them was Slam Dunk, and it was the first Slam Dunk after the pandemic in 2021, like when it was on in like September, something like that. And like they were on in the tent, and the sound wasn't too good for them, so I was like, these are the shame about the sound. They look good. But like, I've seen them numerous times after that, and I'm sure I've talked about that on the Outbreak Festival podcast. I've seen them at Download one year, and I remember them being absolutely incredible at Download. I've seen them at Outbreak like 3 times when they played the 2023 one when that was indoors. That was a fantastic set. They were secret band for last year, and they came on this year, of course, which I spoke about. And of all those times, I've just been seeing this band, and I've just been like, I need new music. I need new music. Like, I need fucking oxygen in my lungs, because, like, I mean, they've just been playing these songs for the past 6 years, and they're all great songs. They're all fantastic. It's a great album, but I've just been dying for new material, and we finally have it. The new album, A Stranger to You, and anticipations were high for this, like, especially after hearing the bloody brilliant singles that they brought out. Gifted Every Strength, which came out last year. Revenant, which came out just before I saw my Outbreak last. Excuse me, bloody hell. And the incredible Fangs that came out a few weeks ago. Yeah. Especially after hearing Fangs, I was like, God, these songs are fucking great. I can't wait for this album. It's finally out. I've been smashing this album for the past week, ever since it came out, listening to it pretty much on repeat. This album is fucking unbelievable. It's fucking class. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just glad we got new Loathe music. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. And you can tell that so much time and effort has gone into this, with the amount of layers and production and just like the different variations of songwriting that's gone into it. They've spent a lot of fucking time on this, and it's just so evident in this, and you could hear the progression, I think, from I Let It In. I think I do prefer this over I Let It In, and yeah, like they have this in absolute spades. There's not a bad track on this album. Not one bad track. All of these songs sound really well crafted, really well looked after. performed so well. A lot of production and layers have gone into it. Loads of like synthy elements, orchestral elements, and just some gnarly guitar tones, like beautiful drum tones as well. It's just awesome, just absolutely awesome. I mean, opens up with Entrance, which is like a piano-led, like, you know, intro featuring I'm gonna say, is that Bucky Sugar? It's kind of like a spoken word intro type thing. Not quite sure what it's about, and I don't know who Bucky Sugar is. But then into like Block of Flats, like kind of like Block of Flats kind of sounds like a this might sound really weird, but like if Linkin Park sounded good, like if there's some parts of the song that kind of sound like Linkin Park, like mainly like the chorus, but yeah, just like it's such a good tune, featuring Static Dress on here as well. Like Ollie from Static Dress has got a little moment in this song that sounds like really fantastic. And Fortress Down just got like this really cool Deftonesy, very well picked guitar, like melodic guitar line that's going over. A lot of really good pacing in it. Like it's so catchy. Gemini is a fucking stomper. Like this is not one of the singles, but I'm surprised it isn't, because it's just got this big, massive, heavy groove of a track. It sounds a lot like God or like Revenant, which is like, you know, the other single from this album. Like it's just got this really heavy down-tuned swing to it, and like later on in the track, it's got like this fucking crazy like this really heavily distorted rave part. It's like like, but like just like really heavily distorted. It sounds nasty. Like it's just such a cool moment in that album. Nothing Like the Knife. It's got a really cool bass line to it. Like there's a lot of cool bass all over this album, and Nothing Like the Knife. Nothing Like the Knife has just got that sort of that feel going on. Just got like these awesome. Oh no, hang on. Nothing Like the Knife is a prelude to Harder to Pretend. That's the track I'm on about. But yeah, like I just love like the sort of rhythmic pattern that's got tied in with the bass. Yeah, just a fucking brilliant track. Revenant featuring none other than Jamie Morgan from Code Orange, but now known as Nowhere to Run, which is like the new production thing that he's been doing with Shade from Code Orange since they're on a hiatus. But like it's just so good to hear Jamie Morgan's voice just screaming on this track. Yeah, like Revenant's just got such a fucking groovy riff to it. Like it just sounds dirty, it sounds disgusting. But then like it all starts to mellow out on the track, The Way It Breaks, which is just, it sounds like this really sad lullaby type track. It's absolutely beautiful. Like the way the chords that they're using on the guitar, like it's all like, you know, what's it called? I'm a guitar player, I should know this. Like, you know, like fingerstyle picking, and it's like do and featuring Mansa Brown, who I'm not familiar who that is either, to be fair. So yeah, like there's some interesting like guest features on like this album, like from Brixton, who blends flamenco, Afrobeats, and Timbaland influences in his music. So like you're not just getting like the usual like, oh, we'll get this metalcore vocalist from such and such band to scream for a little bit like in this song. You know what I mean? Like it's oh yeah, we'll get such and such from I Prevail to scream on here, or Bad Omens or whatever. You know, like it's just really, you've really thought about the guest appearances all over this album. I mean, I've already mentioned Fangs. Like, Fangs is just fucking amazing. I love that song. Um, so good. Um, it's just like one of the bass lines of the year. It's kind of like a Tame Impala track. It's like a Tame Impala track, but just gone like really heavy. It sounds like something off Currents. It's just so cool. But like, I love the way like Kadeem like uses his singing voice on this, and he's like really stepped up as a vocalist. I think on this, like his clean singing is fucking great, and of course like Kia's as well, the guitar plays. He's got some great vocals on here as well. And then we come to like The Ladder, which is just like this very soft, like sounds like it's been played on like a Spanish classic guitar type thing, very soft drums played, and it's been sung by someone called Jordan. Do apologize if I get it wrong, like Jordan Rakai. Again, just like a solo artist who I have just not heard of, but he's got an absolutely beautiful voice. Like he's from New Zealand, producer, singer, songwriter who lives in London now. Yeah, just a really lovely voice over this nice soft track. I've got these really interesting chord sequences. Like this guy is like a soul jazz singer, and yeah, like I mean, I suppose like the only guest feature they've got from like this scene really is like the one from Static Dress. Well, of course, like Jamie Morgan from Code Orange as well. But like, you know, Bucky Sugar. I don't know who that person is as well. For some reason, like when this album came out, it didn't show up with like the guest features and stuff like that. But it has done now though. I'm gonna imagine that Bucky Sugar is some form of poet. So yeah, very interesting. Yeah, just a really interesting way to work with this album on this style of music. And yeah, like Gifted Every Strength, which was like the first single that came off this album a long time, like, well, let's say a long time ago, like last year. Just a really heavy riff of a track. It's a really class song. I mean, it just kind of goes into this nice sort of samba part with this glorious guitar solo. The guitar solo in it is fucking mint. It's so good, very tasteful, and it finishes off with like these beautiful like acoustic guitars. Like it's like literally a song of its own that comes through on the end. Like it's a beautiful like little acoustic guitar section that happens, and of course ending on No Stranger to You, the closing track, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, that's the album. That is the album. Like I love this. I fucking love this album, and I'm so glad it turned out the way it did. Worth the wait, absolutely, and it's definitely in the talks for, you know, it's being considered for me potentially album of the year. Like it's so good. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I just think like throughout the last few years as well, like this band have been sort of being compared to like the sort of gent modern metalcore downtune type bands. Well, I just think this band, like, I mean, I thought this on the last album. I just think this band are way better than that sort of thing. Like, I just think there's a lot more to them. There's I think they look more interesting. They look cool as well. Like they're just way more interesting than like whatever band uses a headstockless 8-string with a screamo dude with a bass guitar backing track, you know what I mean? I just think they're way more interesting than that. So now I would like to see this band live with this material because it's just so good, and I'm interested to see how it sounds live. So yeah, hopefully they get UK tour sorted out, and you know, they play somewhere near here. They don't tend to do that quite often, but I hope they do. Please play Newcastle. Loathe, would really appreciate it. So yeah, I've been absolutely hammering that album. I really recommend it. It's called A Stranger to You by Loathe. It's an absolute beast. If you like your metal or rock music, like blending in different music genres, like bits of jazz, bits of Afrobeat, bits of samba, um, bits of soul. Like it's just it's fucking really great. It's fascinating. So yeah, I'm loving this album. It's great. It's really really fucking great. Really highly recommend it to you. Been listening to a couple more albums as well. There is the new album from the Menzingers that come out last week as well, and that is called Everything I Ever Saw. I love the Menzingers. They're fucking brilliant. Saw them at Slam Dunk a few weeks back. They were like one of the best bands on the bill. Not close for number one, but I think Menzingers got like the silver medal for me. But yeah, I've always loved the Menzingers. I've seen them live a few times now, and yeah, they always just bring out the best in people, like in the pit. Like everyone just screams every word of their songs, and they're just so lively on stage. And they've just got a really great back catalogue of material. For me, my favourite album by the Menzingers is After the Party. I absolutely love that album. It's incredible. Whilst a lot of people would say on the Impossible Past, I totally get that. I love On the Impossible Past as well. That's probably my second favourite. But you know, like the albums after the Party, like Hello Exile and Some of It Was True, really good albums as well. Yeah, Everything I Ever Saw is pretty much similar to the last couple of albums, really. Not a lot going on. Still really love their songwriting, and they still come up with some fantastic choruses, fantastic lyrics, really good guitar melodies. They're just really good at doing that sort of, the flannel side of punk rock music. You know, your Gaslight anthems, your Gaslight anthems. yeah, like that sort of Bruce Springsteen tinged era, like hot wall music, that type of thing. Yeah, it's always being a great band. And whilst I'm not into that sort of music typically, I think the Menzingers are one of those bands that just do it best. But yeah, this album's really good. It is, like I said, it's more or less the same as like what they have done the past couple of albums. But yeah, Chance Encounters, which is like the main single that came out like a few weeks ago, like that's an absolute belter of a tune. And Better Angels has got this fucking beautiful chorus as well. Nobody's Heroes, like that wasn't like when I listened to the album, I was like, well, this has got to be a single, and like I checked and it was. Gasoline and Matches is great. I've always loved the vocal interplay between the two singers. Like they both play guitar, but they both like have their own song, like like Tom and Mark Hoppus does for Blink. I've always loved their vocal interplay. Like they're both able to come up with some really great vocal melodies and lyrics and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just a bit more of that really. Yeah, the Menzingers are great, and they're back with a new album, so hopefully a tour will come up and we'll see them again, because they're a band I'll never get sick of seeing live, because they're just fucking brilliant. And another album that's come out, I've really only just listened to this a couple of times. I listened to it at the gym earlier today, but that is a new album from a band called Fuming Mouth, and the album's called The Ringing Bell. And literally, like the album cover is just like a church with a bunch of gravestones and like a dead tree, like taken on a camera with the flash just left on at night. It looks like a black metal album cover, but it is not. It's not a black metal album cover. It's more like this. It's more like power violence, hardcore, Nails, like End, or fuck it, like basically HM2 pedal, that sort of sound. It's fucking great. It's really, really good. I've never really listened to any Fuming Mouth before, but I thought I'd give this album a go because A, I really like the album artwork, and B, I've just heard the name around a few times. And yeah, it's proper like, you know, heavy. I believe it was produced by Kurt Ballou of Converge fame. It's got that really raw sounding production on it, like really hard hitting, like drums are going on and heavy, loud feedback and guitars. Yeah, it's just full of like really heavy, grotesque hardcore, basically. And yeah, I really like it. And like I find like halfway through the album, it starts to get a little bit more melodic with some more like twin guitar lead stuff, like from Hidden in the Maw onwards and Vivid Revelations. It kind of gets a bit more trad metal, kind of a bit like the Gatecreeper album that came out a couple of years ago. If anyone's familiar with Dark Superstition by Gatecreeper, kind of similar to that. But yeah, Fuming Mouth are fucking great. This album's good. Highly recommend it if you want some gnarly, nasty, death metal infused hardcore. Really recommend it. So yeah, The Ringing Bell by Fuming Mouth. That'll do for me, I believe. I will see you next week. Well, not see you. You'll hear me next week. Yeah, hope you're having a lovely day. If you're listening to this on Friday, that comes out. And you know, if you listen to this podcast for the first time, do drop a like and a rating on like podcast streaming service on YouTube. And you know, subscribe on YouTube if you're new to this. And yeah, just give me the good vibes. Love it. So yeah, thanks very much for listening. Hope you're doing well. What episode is this again? I didn't even give the number of the episode out. 108. This is episode 108. So yeah, thanks very much for listening, folks.